Welcome to the deal room.
Welcome. Number one.
Well, number one, but episode number 3.
We're number one.
We're number one. We try to be, though, right? We definitely try to be. Well, welcome to the deal room with Dino and Sean. And this week we are going to go over multifamily conversions, which primarily lately we've been seeing a trend in these conversions being done with hotels and motels. And with that being said, this is a big week for motels and hotels in our city because tomorrow is the Daytona 500. And I got to lie, I did not have my NASCAR jacket. You're looking sharp, man.
Oh,
You're looking sharp.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I know we were out and about. I was trying to get race car ready or whatever, but I didn't have my NASCAR gear.
No, you look good. You look good.
I try.
Should we go to the race?
You know, yeah. I mean,
watch a car catch on fire or something?
Oh, we hope not.
No,
but I mean, I know
never.
it's what everybody goes
Never.
for is the crashes.
No, I just
fire.
remember one year it was like the whole turn 3, I think it was caught on fire with like jet engines, like because they use jet engines to dry the track. When Pablo Montoya hit the wall or hit the jet or something, and then
oh man,
it was insane.
I actually remember seeing that. Yeah, not in person, but
and then some other crash happened where the fence was pushed back towards us, and then the race went on till it was delayed till the next day, and then I think it got rained out again, so it ended up into Wednesday, like first time ever.
Those are like the worst.
Oh,
Everybody gets so, you know what I mean? You get there, rain, weather,
traffic leaving there.
But it's fun. Yeah.
Too much beer, so you got a full tank, if you know what I mean.
Like, you got to try to find a restroom, wait in lines.
Exactly.
Oh, man. But it is a fun time. Definitely been there a few myself.
A lot of buyers in town during that time.
Oh, yeah. They come in too to check out the area, what's going on, go to the race.
And it happens a lot where, like, in the past, like these past 13 years that I've been doing this, it's like, hey, what do you got? Well, I got this motel. Oh, I don't want a motel. Oh, well, we run it as a multifamily. These are the numbers. Boom. Oh, wow. I love it. This is how much you're making? Wow. $350 per unit per week.
It's incredible. Yeah. It's a lot more, and they financially bring in a lot more money than your standard apartment complex or multifamily property.
Yeah, and then some will say, hey, no, I want something on the ocean. Boom. Done.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get you something on the ocean and run it traditionally. They want that sometimes.
It's okay. It's their plan, their model, you know.
Sometimes it's about telling your friends, hey, I bought a hotel on the beach. You know, sometimes somebody might not say, hey, I bought a hotel, but I turned it into a multifamily. It's not as glamorous, maybe. Well, it wasn't in those days. Now, of course, you do it right. Pick up some plug-and-play kitchens from China for $1,500.
Put them in their work.
Turn them into Airbnbs. Make them nice. Everybody's a HGTV fan nowadays, so they all learn how to do these rehabs.
Yeah. Do it yourself.
Yeah.
Home Depot and Lowe's is like
killing it.
Like a toy store, you know, for this stuff. It's amazing. Like, well, years, I mean, I know you've been on this for many, many years. You know what I mean? And you've been talking and doing and, covering this conversation about multifamily conversions for years.
Yeah.
And as we're seeing now, the trend, and personally, I think I've seen this in like the last 8 to 10 months, this trend really happening. And you did just do this as well, maybe a month ago. Wait,
I closed in November, and for myself, and then I sold it. We closed on December 15th. So yeah.
Okay. Yep.
But of course, we went under contract in 11 days. But that's just my marketing skills.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not modest.
You bought a motel. You
stabilized it, raised the rents.
You stabilized it, raised the rents. You also did work to the property.
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
And added more people.
And then you turned around 11 days later and sold it.
Yeah.
And the person, there was still meat on the bone for the buyer that bought it.
Don't tell Biden this stuff.
No. We won't say anything.
He's going to be like, he did what? Tax him. Tax him now.
But so, I mean, we were going through this. I mean, also we were looking up some stuff and just checking out because I know that we've been getting calls. We have some buyers that are looking at doing this. And again, just for any of you out there that might not know what we're talking about, and I guess you've also said, again, way ahead of this, you can almost do a conversion to any property. Obviously, zoning plays a big part and a big issue into this.
Of course.
So, I mean, we have to do that. But I mean, if zoning permits in that area, you can almost convert any commercial property into this. Whether, I know you're checking in like offices now about doing this.
Master plumber needed.
Yeah, because, I mean, when the pandemic came, it changed things. I mean, I remember there was a day that me and you had. We won't go into that. We definitely won't go into that. But, you know, for a lot of the hotel and motel industry, they took a beating. And outside of the beating that they took, they were also competing against, you have Airbnb. That's just like, what is this Airbnb thing? And they're crushing it.
Oh, yeah.
Crushing it.
It's the one stock that barely went down
That's what
in this crazy January market that we just had.
Yeah. And I mean, and I do, you know, you have to say, I mean, honestly, I do feel bad. I mean, not all hotels and motels, first of all, are doing bad, but I would say a good majority. I mean, you can't travel.
Yeah.
You can't stay. What are the restrictions? Who's scared? Who's
what about
not
employees?
Scared? Employees, which is still, I mean, to current day, we're still dealing with this across the board, and God knows how many, everything, restaurants, supermarkets. Actually, at the property we were visiting yesterday, remember the big thing they were having an issue with? Well, two properties that we were at yesterday for this. One of them was, unfortunately, the kitchen and the restaurant couldn't be open due to employee shortage,
right,
and chefs. And the second one that we went to, they just had an overall low employee, they just, you know, count where they can't keep up. The demand was there, but they couldn't keep up, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah, but guys,
we'll
and
get through
girls,
it, though. We'll get through it.
Yeah.
We always bounce back, especially Florida.
And America. You know what I mean? Everything it just has to iron itself out a little bit. You know, I believe big time in the people of the land in this country. So,
yeah. This is surprising, though. Like, this hotel in Orlando, like Disney.
Yeah,
Disney
we had to print
World.
it. Yeah, we
Disney
were just
World.
shocked when we saw that. We had to bring this into it because
352 micro units
in the Disney area.
Yeah.
That was formerly a 435 key hotel and conference center. So it makes you think, I mean, what can you do with all those surroundings and those amenities that property has? So, you know, guys and girls, this is something that, well, we personally know of a person that is successfully doing this and getting all the variances and permits from the cities that he just was approved on as well in a property down south. I don't know what the unit count will be though when he gets done with that, but it's not small.
Yeah. And it's pretty simple. He's even like putting the locks on the doors where it's like fingerprinted. And if you pay, you stay. If not, it just locks them out.
I got you. And I know we may have said this before, but another one of those yesterday, like I was blown away when we saw the weekly rental rates. I mean, $420 a week plus tax. Now, let's just say if a one bedroom, and we're just talking about multifamily, or not even a one bedroom, one bath, even a single family home, or any property, $1,000 a month, let's just say, I mean, we're talking about residential unit here that's being converted, but I mean, $420 a week plus tax, where some of these bigger residential units are getting $1,000 a month. And you're just like, wait a minute, what's wrong here? So this has definitely piqued my interest. And again, I know that you have been completely on this for years, way ahead of it, talking about it, saying it, and now it's actually like starting to become.
I'm actually looking for myself.
And I know you're looking for yourself too.
I am.
As we were out yesterday, I know that.
I'm shopping for properties. I'm shopping for lenders. I'm trying to, you know, it's all about getting the sexy deal too, right? You don't want to put 60% down. You want to put like 25% down.
Yeah.
To make it sexy. You want your cash on cash return, and I I know I promised for a future episode to explain all that. But it will blow people's minds when there's a lot of people that sometimes they don't even realize how they become rich. Mm-hmm. And it is because of that cash on cash return where the bank is getting paid off on that property while you are compounding your down payment.
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't even realize, especially the old school guys.
Right. I know what you're saying. I know in time you're going to go through this, but I know what you're saying. Yeah, and it's
magic.
It really is, and it's kind of simple in some ways. You know what I mean? Like if you do it right, you know what I mean? If you think about it, it's a very simple concept that you have and that you do, you know, and it works.
And you can kind of tell when you come across like a multi, you know, a hectomillionaire or whatever. Mm-hmm. You can tell when they're like, we're pay cash for it. You have $400 million in the bank in this one account or whatever.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, why would I do that?
Yeah.
And they're right. Why would they? Because it's all about that leverage and getting that cash on cash return to compound the money and get appreciation and pay off the bank at the same time. So
it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it is.
It's a beautiful thing.
The eighth wonder of the world.
Yeah.
Compounding money. The power of compounding.
Yeah. So like we're saying out there, everybody that's listening, you know, what the concept here is taking maybe an underperforming. When I say underperforming, it doesn't mean that necessarily the property may be distressed or not, but a financially underperforming hotel asset or motel asset that you can purchase. You know, again, check the zoning, check what's going on there. We have to always do our due diligence and do our homework. And if boxes are being checked, you know, go ahead, look at that property. Dino did just do this. We also met a wonderful person yesterday that is doing this as well. You know, be savvy. Look at what's inside these units that they really are. I mean, some of us out there, you know, you own 350 square foot studio apartments. You know, some of these are the same size. Some of them between 350 and maybe 500, 600, 700 square feet, depending on the room or the property that you're purchasing. And we go in there, again, like Dino was saying, found a good tip, be a savvy shopper. Go and purchase these kitchen kits.
And if you need help, call the deal room. We'll help you.
Call the deal room. We're always there to help. Always. I mean,
no strings attached.
Yeah. You know, buy the mini fridges. You know, get a couple things that they need. A lot of times some people, you know, they don't cook even anyway. You know what I mean? Even though they're renting an apartment, they might have a beautiful kitchen that was just rehabbed and done, but they don't even, you know, they use the microwave, you know.
And everybody's doing Doordash now.
And everybody's doing Doordash or Grubhub, or you get the coupons and, you know, some nights, I'm not going to lie, we're guilty of that. You know what I mean? Especially these days, you know.
It can be very addicting.
Yeah.
I think I'll have a burger and a filet mignon at the same time. Doordash.
Oh, and don't forget the sour cream and chives if you get it. Don't forget. Now, if Doordash is listening, you know we are looking for that sponsor. But yeah, going back to these conversions, I mean, like you said, it just doesn't necessarily have to be a hotel or motel. Am I right? Like I said, like lately you've been checking into office buildings. You've been checking into retail places that may be converted, you know?
This deal's not mine, but I'm a little ashamed by it. But one of our clients picked up a funeral home. And
I don't even know about this
and
one.
is thinking about transforming it into 31 units.
Well, I guess there's something for everybody, right? I mean,
but it's got water views.
You know, I mean, location, right? Water views. I mean, hey, convert it over and
closer to God.
Closer to God. Yes.
Harbor View Apartments, closer to God.
Oh. Yeah. It has a nice ring to it.
Leave when you're ready to be laid to rest.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's funny. That is funny. But these conversions are working, so far. I mean, I personally have not yet seen one. I've been on properties that we've, with clients that we've been looking at for something like this to happen.
Yeah.
Obviously you would, well, actually, I guess I saw yours.
Yeah.
I did see one, so I guess I'm wrong. I did see it. I was the only one that
I mean, it was in the process of rehabbing some units and stuff like that, but you saw.
You did a really nice job, though. I mean, exterior-wise, interior-wise.
Yeah. You
did. And it called, like you said, and when you did the rental increases, rightfully so, it was justified, But you have a great team, too.
Yeah.
Your team out there, they really worked. They worked.
A little slow for me, but...
Well, I know you were riding them. I know. But in some ways, I am happy that you did sell that because it was time-consuming.
Well, I had to prove it. I wanted to prove it to my sphere. I wanted to, you were waiting for the result.
I believe
my
in you.
family, my wife. Ooh.
Oh.
You didn't ask me if you were going to buy a hotel. Oops. Sorry, baby.
But don't worry.
It's gone. Oh, it's only been 11 days. Yeah, you didn't want me to have it, right? Wink.
Wait.
Oh, okay. So I do matter? Yes, baby. I love you.
And then you got away with, yeah.
I'm all about the numbers. The numbers game. I was marketing it like crazy.
And I couldn't believe it when you were like, hey, I just sold the hotel. I was like, you just did what? I was like, you just did. But again, I'm happy because I knew that, they are time consuming.
I could have waited longer, but a bird in the hand is better than two in the bush.
Yeah, and it was a wonderful buyer that.
And I wanted to move on to the next one.
Yeah. And correct. And it was also part of the plan when you got in. I
have a 5-year plan.
That's what I'm saying. See, so Dino had a plan in place, just keep this stuff in mind. He had a plan in place, a vision, and he's working his plan still. I mean, even though we were out with clients yesterday looking at these type of properties, you were looking for yourself like, maybe I'll get this one. Should I buy this one? Should I put an offer on this one? I saw the wheels turning.
Need a lender, guys. Call us. Call the deal room.
Yes. But again, I was just happy that you did sell it because, and those of you out there, it is time consuming. But you also did it fast too. So that's why I saw it because I was like, where's Dino? I need Dino.
Yes.
He's at the hotel. I'm like, what do you mean he's at the hotel still? And then I call you and then you'd run and this and that. And
yeah, it brain cells, you gotta, even if it seems easy, the brain cells are being used. So you gotta pick and choose where you want to go with those brain cells.
Oh, I know. No, you worked your tail off. Yeah. You definitely worked your tail off on that. But congratulations, man. You really did a great job. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Just wanted to prove that it works,
Oh, you did.
So I can move on to the next one.
Oh, definitely. But going out there to listeners, you guys, you know what I mean? If this is something you may be interested in, call the deal room. When we say that, we do have relationships, again, across the country that might be able to get you set up with someone in the area. Check out these opportunities. If it's something that intrigues you and interests you, or if you actually drive by a particular property that you see and you're like, what's going on with this property? What's going on with this property? I know, Dino, you do this. You were a couple, maybe 2 weeks ago, I think you were out. All over the state. Over the state scouting property.
That's why I got a Tesla.
Yeah, that's like, and you were out scouting the state, and you were just property hunting, and it was working. But do that out there. If it's something intrigues you, check it out. They do going back. I was throwing back. What were you charging per week at your
$350 per week
flat? Were you doing tax on top of that, or was that just
no, just $350?
So $350 a week. So $350 a week times 4, and a lot of these extended stay, I guess you'd say, places / multifamily, you can also brand these places too.
Oh yeah,
it becomes a hotel or motel, or it becomes the, XYZ new apartment homes or XYZ, apartments. So and I was, again, just going back yesterday, I was just literally throwing back at $420 a week, and they were like stacked. And the other thing that threw me back was the tenants. Like, did you have a lot of tenants that have been there for not only extended months, but a couple of years?
Yeah, and they understood that, times are changing.
Mm-hmm.
They're pay at their job had gone up, and they understood that we have to raise our rents as well, like the electricity, the water, the cable, all that. They understand that, the upkeep of the property costs money. And, but you don't only have to go with tenants. You could contract with, a hospital, nurses.
I love that. I think that is, yeah.
So there's lots. You have to think out of the box, kind of being innovative. I know it's risky in some people's minds because it's different. It's not like the model that's been proven for 3 decades.
Right.
But it has been proven for 1 decade.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
It's time, guys.
Oh, it is. It is. I mean, it has me thinking too, to be honest with you. It's very interesting, but it definitely has me thinking because when you look at certain like other quote unquote apartment multifamily properties and you look at this and you're like, wait a minute, I can have, let's just, again, everybody's different levels. So I'm just going to use, say you can have 10 units here, let's say at $1,000 a month doing $10K a month. You can have 10 units here at, at a weekly rental rate of, like you said, you were doing $350. So 3, 6, 9, 12, that's $1,400.
Yeah.
So, 10,000, $14K, 10 units makes you think. That's what I mean. That's why it's like,
And you don't even have to like sell it. You can use it because you're making so much money off the one property. Use it as the cash cow to go buy more.
Right.
And so we're always coming in touch with those properties all the time.
And
I mean, I'm hunting myself. Sometimes they're a little bit more than I can bite off because it might need, it might be 50 rooms where the whole place needs a new roof. And then again, that pain for that seller, it could be a buyer's opportunity again. We always say that, right?
Right.
For somebody to sell, they have to have some kind of pain.
Oh, yeah. Which, yeah. Yeah.
So it might be a roof. It might be a code enforcement violation, maybe a big one. So you got to take those as opportunities. Not, hey, no, that's something wrong with it. I'm going to fight these brokers down. No. This is the time. That's when you attack. This is your opportunity. Seize the day.
Yeah. And something else you maybe think of too, like with these properties in these areas, like you said, I know we have a lot of development happening in our area on every level of everything. But you're making me think like in some of these other towns, smaller towns around the country, around our state, where there is an Amazon coming or there's a new factory that's being put up or something where there's jobs that are coming that you wouldn't necessarily look at a property like that. But like if things are happening and you see that area growing, I mean, what more than a better time than to jump on an opportunity that, is still like, I wouldn't say like the underdog, but it is the underdog. You want that underdog right now. And I know a lot of everybody out there knows this. This isn't like, these aren't secrets, you know what I mean? But it's just, again, just a little top of the mind awareness, I guess.
Yeah, it's like with the stock market. Okay, EV, it's not there yet, but it's going to be there. You can see where it's going.
Correct.
Jump in now.
Great analogy.
Like it's the same thing here.
It's a great analogy.
What's the cheapest beach town in the country?
Right.
With infrastructure.
Yeah.
With an Amazon coming.
Right.
How do you buy land on the ocean for $3 million an acre? That happens here.
And actually, it's growing. There's only a few parts and areas of Florida that's left like that.
Right.
That I was, I'm shocked. But I mean, we're hearing it. I mean, we're hearing about that. They're like, this area is this now, and that area is this now, and this is this, and where is there still bargains, or where can I get this got a rate? And
what about Space Coast? When Space Coast died, it wasn't going to be dead forever. Everybody knew that. So whoever jumped in when it was down is reaping the benefits now.
Completely.
SpaceX is shooting up every couple days.
Well, I think 2 this week.
60 launches this year. They're gonna have 60 launches.
That was insane. Yeah, it was like 2 a month, I think, or 5 a month.
It's crazy. He's
we
an animal.
saw one yesterday.
He's an
Speak
animal.
of the devil. We saw a launch yesterday while we were at one of the properties.
Yep. Hotel rooftop.
Yeah. Yeah, and you're completely right about that whole area. I mean, and the prices, like you said over there, as we've been checking some things out in that area, I was thrown back. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, wait, how much you do? You know what I mean? Like, wait, how much? You know what I mean? What did you just say for that? Wait a minute. This area? You know what I mean? That's what it's
The one property we were at yesterday, though, the price was pretty cheap. I like that number.
I agree.
I mean, under 80,000 a door or a key,
Right.
in that industry.
Yeah, right now, I know what you're saying. Those are kind of hard to find at the moment, current day to day. I know what you mean. No, I wasn't, like I said, I was intrigued. I mean, it's again, a conversion. So what Dino's talking about right now is we were at a property of 125 plus keys, shall we say, in the Central Florida area. And the current owner is doing some rehab work to it. Not that I don't think it was needed.
It wasn't even needed.
I don't even think. Again, I don't think it was needed. But you got to respect operators and owners that just keep the properties performing. But then again, going back but then again, that's
he has a standard.
He has a standard. And I mean, you can't not lie or deny that it's $420 a week. Because when you pull up, look at the place, $420 a week plus tax. Okay, how can someone that wants to? You almost can't argue the price,
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I mean, with the surroundings where you are, what you're doing, really interesting.
Yeah. No first, no last, no security. Oh, that comes from commercial, but in residential, it's first and security, I guess.
Right.
Normally, on if you're going to go rent an apartment or a house, but yeah, I mean, how you just pay the week and you're in. So you're not coming off $3,000. You're coming off $420.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, people are going to jump on it.
Yeah. No, I want to ask you something with this because I mean, anyone that's looking to get into doing a multifamily conversion situation, is it easy? Like the experiences that I know you've had, and I know we've discussed some things, but how is it as far as when a buyer wants to try to do something like this? How is the lending aspect of this? Because we're not going to a traditional, can you just get a regular conventional loan on something like this? Or do you have to go outside the box? What you've been hitting with this, have you been hitting roadblocks or?
So you want to buy it from the hotel aspect, 30% down, 25% down.
Okay.
Sometimes you got to have a strong buyer or a strong GP, as the syndicators do. Or do we call them syndicators?
That may be changing that term. We don't.
Yeah.
We don't even know.
Don't cancel me, syndicators.
No, yeah, we don't
or
know.
Wholesalers or no, but yeah, I mean, we did that one in Jacksonville, and that was done by a local bank here.
No, correct. I just mean on the whole, when you tell them, you go to lender okay, what is your plan? And they see numbers when you tell them that you're gonna.
It's got to be a
run
bridge.
the property.
It's got to be a
this month.
bridge. It's got to be a bridge mostly.
Okay.
But still, the rates aren't bad.
No, I'm asking, you know what I mean, for our listeners and for my own self.
And that's why you got to know your exit strategy. Are you going to refi? Are you going to sell it? Are you going to use it as the cash cow to buy more? Are you going to use that same lender? And, sometimes they say stabilize the property, send us the numbers in 8 months, and we'll get you a conventional loan, a 30-year loan or 25-year loan.
Got you. Speaking with
a lower rate. And now you're really cash flowing.
Oh, yeah, of course. And that's still would you say is that going from a bridge lender to a conventional lender?
You could use the same lender.
Or that's what I was wondering. So
Yeah.
you can, and they can just put you, I guess it really does depend on that lender, right? And what they,
well, it might be another investor, but it's the same lender.
Okay, that's interesting. Just for for the listeners that want to see, hey, how would it work with that, or what do I need?
Like the one that's doing the 42 unit,
Okay.
they do it.
Oh, okay, and that would be
They
conventional.
just started.
That would be conventional, though. Oh, they just right, but I mean that would be a conventional lender, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be a bridge lender. Okay.
Right. Well, they do bridge as well.
Okay.
It depends what your strategy is. Are you in and out? Are you? I hate the word fix and flip.
Right.
I hate that. But it's called a fix and flip.
I gotcha.
Fix and flip bridge loan. Yeah.
I gotcha. No, it's really interesting, and I definitely think we do know some people that are in this space that I think we should definitely have on as guests, so we can even pick their brain even further.
Oh, yeah.
Anyone that's listening out there that just wants to get some knowledge, or they might have been spiked by the topic or the model, and hey, wait a minute, that something I might want to get into, or I like. And again, guys, we're here to help. Contact the Deal Room. Please look at the link below. It'll you can click on that. You'll be able to fill out some information and criteria to put us in touch, and we can help. If we can't help you, we can try to help you put you in touch with the people that can in your area, in your city. And I think next week we have a guest coming on. We were speaking with him today, and we were talking about this, and he kind of falls in a little bit in the stuff that we've been discussing in the previous episodes.
Yeah.
So I think he's the perfect to have him
He's
on.
coming around to my mentality. Mr. South Florida.
Yes. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, he's doing some amazing things.
Did he buy that car?
I don't know.
That was a nice
ask.
car.
It was a really nice car. We have to ask him when we see him. But yeah, I think we should definitely we'll have him on, I think, next week if he's available. We'll ask him, see if he said I think he is available according to what he was saying, but hopefully he'll be in town and we can have him on.
Yeah, we can do him virtual too.
Yeah.
He's not in town. We don't want him stealing our thunder.
No. Oh, he's great.
Just kidding.
He's great. He really is great. But guys, please, you have any questions for us? Please don't forget to click the link below. Fill out the forms. Let us know. We'll get back to you on that. And please, we ask, go ahead, like, subscribe. Please tell your friends if they're looking, if anybody's trying to get some knowledge into the industry, whether it be in Florida or any other state. We are always here to help. And again, you ready for this race tomorrow? Because, there's a lot of people here that are looking to buy, but they're ready to race.
Yeah, I just hope it doesn't get rained out.
I hope it doesn't get rained out either. Weather's been a little funky.
Yeah.
Weather's definitely been a little funky. But we really thank you guys for tuning in to The Deal Room, episode number 3. Like, subscribe, leave your comments below. And we thank you so much for listening and tuning in.
The Deal Room.
It's time for action. It's something for your own satisfaction.
Oh, his name is Brock Pierce, child star.
Child star?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds familiar. What show is he from?
I have no idea, dude. What I'll do is I'll go back to Puerto Rico. So you really enjoy yourself when you were over in Puerto Rico?
Yeah. Food's great. Beaches are great.
Good. I've been there twice, I believe.
Casinos are great.
Casinos. Yes, I know. I think I called
Late
you one
nights
time.
at
You
the
were there
casino.
I can't talk. I gotta go. You're
Well,
like,
they don't want you. They start eyeing you.
Oh, I
If
got
you're on
you.
the phone,
I didn't want to mess up, the vibes that you had going. I didn't want to.
Yeah, and one of our agents was there. She's good on the table, so
Oh yeah.
you don't want to mess her up when she's on a heater.
Did she do well when she was over?
Yeah, she always does.
God bless her.
Yeah.
But yeah, speaking of all the stuff that we've been talking about, what are you saying? Opportunity zones being in Puerto Rico. We're looking up some stuff here, just in some of the news, and it says crypto billionaire and former childhood star Brock Pierce has bought the Old W Hotel in Puerto Rico for 18.3.
Oh, that sounds cheap.
I don't know what the it's not for the W Hotel, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Especially there, I imagine it was a quite, you know, a place that probably a lot of tourists and everyone that was flying in or coming into Puerto Rico probably stayed at. Very popular.
Yeah, and Bitcoin's up today at like $5,000.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
There you go. See, when I was over in Puerto Rico, I was there, but I was on like cruises.
Yeah.
So we would just go into the ports and like San Juan and do the tour. I didn't get to really enjoy the island for the island, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Even this trip was my first real trip. I've been there many times before, but like just in and out. Like one night you fly in the evening, hit the mall, hit the casino, hit the club, and boom, you're out.
Boom,
in
you're
the
gone.
morning. I'm like flying to New York or coming back from the States, going to the Virgin Islands.
Gotcha.
Because I used to live there and work there, and as a 18-year-old kid, so